Hi there, Science Apprentice. My name is Noemí Durán, and I want to welcome you to Creation Lab. In this 10-video series, we will go over the week of creation and all of the wonderful things that God created for us on each day. Some of the experiments that you will see in this program are dangerous, and you should not try to do them at home. We will mark them with this symbol. For some of the experiments that we will mark with this other symbol, it will be necessary for an adult to be with you to help you with the difficult or dangerous steps. Thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. We made it to our last program, and the final day of Creation Week. It's the seventh day, and the earth and the Garden of Eden are finished. After looking carefully at all that he had created, God gave his verdict. Very good. Or what is the saying? Outstanding, excellent, with honors. After a job well done, today it's time to rest. But God isn't tired, nor does he need to sleep. What he really wants to do is spend the whole day with his children, Adam and Eve, walking through the trees and talking about a million things. Eve is very curious, and she spends the whole time asking questions, and her face lights up every time she discovers a new animal. Adam wants to know all the details of each kind of tree to know how to take care of them better. So God takes them out for a walk, and incidentally, they take the opportunity to taste the different fruits, each one more delicious. When they pass through the center of the garden, he warns them of the danger of the tree of knowledge and good and evil. And he warns them that its fruit is the only one they can't eat. They promise him that they won't get close. Wouldn't you love to have a time machine to go back to the Garden of Eden, that first Sabbath in history? I would love to, but since time machines don't exist, we're going to travel to the Garden of Eden with our imagination. In this consists our first experiment today. We're going to draw the Garden of Eden, and we're going to make our drawings come to life. Or almost. For that you need a light-colored ceramic tray, some whiteboard markers, and a syringe or a dropper. We're going to draw elements from the Garden of Eden on the ceramic tray. It's very important that we do this with whiteboard markers. We have Adam, a fishy, and since in the Garden of Eden there was a lot of love, we've also drawn a heart. Next, we're going to get water with the syringe, and we're going to start putting water drop by drop around our drawings without putting water directly on the lines. We can see how little by little our drawings are coming to life. I love this experiment. Do you want to know the secret? To make them easy to erase, the ink in whiteboard markers contains chemical substances that prevent it from sticking strongly to the surface you're writing on, like what happens with permanent markers. Also, the ink doesn't dissolve in water and it's not very dense. That's why the drawings made with these markers become unstuck and float. We could end here our series of programs and experiments about creation, with a perfect garden and a happy ending. But you know that unfortunately, the story didn't end that way. A short time later, Adam and Eve decided to eat from the tree they had promised not to eat from, and they had to leave the garden. And the consequences of that bad decision have reached today, and they affect you and me. So, I want to end with another experiment which teaches us that there is a happy ending. You need a soft lead pencil, for example an 8B, a piece of white paper, an LED light bulb, and a block battery. We have a battery that represents God and an LED light bulb that represents the human being. When Adam and Eve lived connected to God, they reached their maximum potential. We can say that they glowed. But sin separated them. But God devised a way to regain the connection. What happened here? Very easy. The pencil lead is made of graphite, which is a material that conducts electricity and serves to connect the battery to the light bulb. That's why we can light a light bulb with a drawing. By the way, did you notice the shape of the drawing? What do you think it means? Now we have arrived to the end, and I would like to review with you what we've learned not only today, but during all of the Creation Lab programs. That God created a fantastic planet, and He filled it with wonderful things to give to His most special creatures, the human beings. That God did it all well, and that by studying nature, we can learn some of its secrets and realize that we have a Creator who is super smart and cool. That even though Adam and Eve sinned and ruined everything, God did not give up, but came in person to save us. Every week, when Sabbath arrives, Jesus reminds you that He loves you, that He's your Creator and Savior, and that He still wants to spend the day with you. Isn't that wonderful? Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. And that's it for today's program. But remember, we're not done yet. A good scientist is never satisfied with just seeing how others do things. They have to try it for themselves. So now it's your turn to put on your lab coat, your safety glasses, and your gloves, and do the experiment at home.